Royal tensions are reaching a breaking point. Kate Middleton just stepped out in one of Queen Elizabeth's most cherished tiaras, a breathtaking piece many assumed was reserved for Queen Camilla. But was this a simple fashion choice, or a bold power move that's shaking up the monarchy? With every sparkling diamond, Kate is making a statement, one that Camilla might not be too happy about. Could this be a sign of a shifting power dynamic within the royal family? Or is Kate subtly claiming her place as the monarchy's most influential woman? Stay tuned, because this royal showdown is far from over. Did Kate just declare her future as queen? At the heart of the controversy lies one of the most treasured jewels in royal history, the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This isn't just any tiara, it's a symbol of legacy, power, and an unbreakable link to Queen Elizabeth II herself. For decades, this dazzling masterpiece of British craftsmanship was a signature piece of the late Queen, so much so that it became as iconic as her reign. But now, Kate has claimed it, and that changes everything. To truly grasp the weight of this moment, we must go back to 1893, when a group of noblewomen gifted this breathtaking tiara to Princess Mary of Teck for her wedding to the future King George V. Designed by the prestigious jewelry house Gerard, the tiara featured brilliant cut diamonds set in silver and gold, an emblem of royal prestige. Queen Mary adored it, wearing it so often that it became one of her most recognizable pieces. But Mary was no ordinary queen. She was known for altering her jewels to fit her vision of power. In 1914, she removed the original pearl finials, later repurposing them into another legendary piece, the Lover's Knot Tiara. This very tiara later graced the heads of Princess Diana and Kate Middleton, further entangling its history with modern royal drama. But the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara held a different kind of power. When Queen Elizabeth II received it as a wedding gift in 1947, she lovingly called it Granny's Tiara. Unlike the heavy, intricate crowns in the royal vault, this one was lightweight, comfortable, yet deeply symbolic, representing stability, duty, and the unwavering strength of the British monarchy. So, when Kate stepped out wearing it, the message was undeniable. This wasn't just a tribute to the Queen, it was a quiet, powerful declaration. And Camilla? She knew exactly what it meant. What happens next? Will this spark a silent battle within the royal family? The tiara that shook the palace. When Kate Middleton stepped into the Grand Hall, every eye locked onto her. Cameras flashed, journalists scrambled, and across the room, one gaze burned with unmistakable intensity, Camilla's. Because Kate wasn't just wearing any royal jewel, she was wearing the tiara. The Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, the very same dazzling headpiece that Queen Elizabeth II had worn for decades. The tiara that graced her official portraits, gleamed on British currency, and became as much a symbol of her reign as the crown itself. So why was Kate wearing it now? And more importantly, why wasn't it on Camilla's head? For years, Camilla had carefully solidified her position within the monarchy, slowly earning public acceptance and securing her role as Queen Consort. With that title came power, prestige, and access to Queen Elizabeth's most prized jewels. From the Greville tiara to the Delhi Durbar tiara, Camilla adorned herself with grand symbols of status. But not this one. The Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara never left Elizabeth's possession during her lifetime, a mark of its deep personal significance. So, when it resurfaced, perched elegantly atop Kate's head, it sent a message no one could ignore. This wasn't just a tribute to the late Queen, it was a power move. A silent battle for the crown jewelry has always carried meaning in the royal family. Who wears what and when is never just about fashion. It's about power, rank, favor. Traditionally, the Queen Consort holds the highest female position in the monarchy, second only to the reigning king. That title, that status, and the treasures that come with it should have belonged to Camilla. And yet, this tiara, Queen Elizabeth's signature piece, was now with Kate. Was this a direct challenge to Camilla's authority? A subtle nod to Kate's growing influence? Or was it a whisper from beyond the grave? Queen Elizabeth's final word on who truly carries her legacy. The world took notice. Royal watchers immediately recognized the significance of the moment. This was the first time in decades that anyone other than Queen Elizabeth had worn this tiara. And to many, it signaled something far greater than tradition, a shift in power. For years, Kate had played her role carefully, never stepping too far ahead, never openly challenging the existing hierarchy. But this moment changed everything. By wearing this tiara, Kate wasn't just paying tribute to the Queen, she was stepping into her role as the monarchy's future. And Camilla? She knew exactly what it meant. The unspoken rivalry. The late Queen was known for her meticulous control over her jewels. She decided who wore what, ensuring that each tiara told a story of loyalty and status. When she passed in 2022, speculation swirled over who would inherit her most treasured pieces. Many assumed this tiara would stay with Camilla, the Queen consort, given her rank and access to the late Queen's jewelry collection. But instead, it landed with Kate. Was this King Charles's decision? Or was it a quiet acknowledgement that the monarchy's future rested not with Camilla, but with Kate Middleton? The debate is far from over. But one thing is certain, the battle for influence in the royal family isn't just fought in whispers and handshakes. It's fought in diamonds, crowns, and centuries-old traditions. And this tiara, it just became the ultimate symbol of that war. The tiara Camilla didn't want in Kate's hands. This debate had nothing to do with the Windsors, and everything to do with Princess Diana's bloodline. At the center of this storm, the Spencer tiara. This breathtaking diamond diadem, crafted in the 1930s, belonged to Diana's aristocratic family and became world famous when she wore it on her wedding day in 1981. After her tragic passing, it remained locked away at Althorp House, home to the Spencer family. But rumors swirled that one day it would be passed down to Princess Charlotte, Diana's only granddaughter. To many, this idea was a touching tribute, a way to honor Diana's memory, ensuring that a piece of her legacy lived on through Charlotte. But not everyone was pleased. Reports suggest Camilla wasn't entirely comfortable with this idea. Insiders claimed she preferred the tiara to remain within the Spencer family rather than becoming part of William and Kate's lineage. Why? Because this tiara isn't just a piece of jewelry. It's a symbol, a connection to Diana, a woman whose presence still looms over Camilla to this day. To royal watchers, the idea of Charlotte one day wearing her grandmother's wedding tiara was sentimental and powerful. To Camilla, it might be an unwelcome reminder of the past, a past she'd rather leave buried. But this isn't the first time Diana's jewelry has sparked a royal clash. Because while Kate wears Diana's jewels with grace and tribute, Camilla's approach has been different. Kate Middleton has always been mindful of her connection to Diana's legacy, carefully choosing when and how to honor the beloved late princess. One of her most significant moves? Wearing Diana's sapphire engagement ring. "It's my mother's engagement ring," Prince William once said. "So I thought it was quite nice because, obviously, she's not going to be around to share in this moment." This ring, one of the most famous in the world, became Kate's first major step in tying herself to Diana's memory. But Kate isn't the only royal wearing Diana's jewels. Camilla, too, has had access to pieces once owned by her late rival, and not everyone has been happy about it. In January 2022, Camilla ignited a royal firestorm when she repurposed one of Diana's most iconic necklaces, transforming it into a brooch. This wasn't just any necklace. The emerald and diamond choker, originally gifted to Diana by Queen Elizabeth II, was one of her most treasured accessories. Diana even made headlines in 1985 when she boldly wore it as a headband during an event in Australia. So when Camilla altered the necklace and wore it publicly, it wasn't just a fashion choice, it was a statement. To Diana's loyal admirers, it was a gut punch. a painful reminder that Camilla now held control over some of Diana's most treasured possessions. Meanwhile, Kate has taken a very different approach. She wears Diana's jewelry as it was meant to be worn, without altering it, without erasing history. Over the years, she has been seen wearing Diana's pearl drop earrings, her sapphire bracelet, and most notably, the lover's knot tiara, one of the most legendary and controversial royal headpieces. With every piece she wears, Kate doesn't just honor Diana, she strengthens her own place in the monarchy. The battle over royal jewelry is more than diamonds and gold. It's a fight for influence, legacy, and the future of the crown. And if history has taught us anything, every jewel tells a story. The Royal Tiara Wars, Kate versus Camilla. If there's one tiara that has sparked as much drama as the Spencer tiara, it's the Lover's Knot tiara, a masterpiece of 19 dazzling diamond arches and hanging pearl drops, originally commissioned by Queen Mary in 1913. But it was Diana who made it iconic. This breathtaking headpiece was loaned to her by Queen Elizabeth II, and it became one of Diana's favorite tiaras before her divorce from Charles. It symbolized her status, power, and deep connection to the monarchy. Now, years later, Kate Middleton wears that very same tiara, and every time she does, it doesn't just remind the world of Diana's elegance. It reminds us of the silent tensions within the monarchy. The Lover's Knot tiara, a hidden message to Camilla? For more than 20 years after Diana's tragic passing, her most iconic tiara vanished from the public eye. Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge, stepped out wearing the Lover's Knot tiara for the first time. A tiara that had not been worn publicly since Diana's death. Despite having access to countless royal jewels, Camilla has never worn the Lover's Knot tiara. Why? Is it a personal choice? Or a quiet directive from the palace? Whatever the reason, the outcome is undeniable. It is Kate, not Camilla, who carries Diana's legacy through jewelry. And that power move hasn't gone unnoticed. But Kate isn't the only royal whose tiara moments have made headlines. Before her 2018 wedding to Prince Harry, Meghan Markle had her heart set on a stunning emerald-studded tiara from the royal collection. But when she requested to wear it, the answer was a firm no. Instead, she was given the Queen Mary Diamond Bandeau tiara, a dazzling piece, but not her first choice. The reason? According to royal insiders, Queen Elizabeth herself stepped in to enforce an ironclad rule. Tiaras are loaned, not chosen. This incident reportedly led to heated discussions between Meghan, royal staff, and even a confrontation between Prince Harry and palace aides. The message was crystal clear. Royal tradition trumps personal preference. And in the world of royal jewelry, power isn't just worn, it's controlled. Kate versus Camilla. The battle for Queen Elizabeth's jewels. Kate has subtly positioned herself as the most visually powerful woman in the royal family. Camilla may officially hold the title of Queen Consort, but in the eyes of the public, Kate is the one shaping the monarchy's future. And that reality isn't sitting well with everyone. One of the most shocking moments came when Camilla was seen wearing a necklace that once belonged to Diana. For some, it was just a repurposing of royal jewelry. But to Diana's supporters, it felt like a provocative move. A silent but powerful statement. Camilla now occupied the position that had once been Diana's. And the reaction was swift and divided. Royal experts defended Camilla, saying she had every right to wear the family's jewels. But the public saw it differently. To many, Camilla, once known as the other woman in Charles and Diana's marriage, should have left Diana's personal jewelry alone. One royal observer summed it up perfectly. Why did it have to be Diana's? It's no secret that when Kate wears Diana's jewelry, it is seen as a heartfelt tribute. But when Camilla does the same, it sparks outrage. Why? The difference is public perception. Kate was personally chosen by Diana's son, Prince William, the future king, to carry on her legacy. Camilla, however, has always been seen as an outsider in Diana's story. Even when Camilla wears Queen Elizabeth's jewels, the public's reaction is lukewarm, fueling whispers of tension behind palace doors. But the real question is, what happens next? The future of these jewels doesn't just rest with Charles. It belongs to the next generation. Prince George, as the future king, will one day control the crown jewels, including many of the tiaras currently in use. Princess Charlotte is expected to inherit iconic pieces, following in the footsteps of past royal princesses. In fact, rumors suggest that the Spencer tiara, the one Diana wore on her wedding day, could be set aside just for her. And what about Prince Louis? If he marries, his wife could step into the world of royal jewels, carrying on the traditions that have shaped the monarchy for centuries. But make no mistake, this is about more than fashion. So, what do you think? Is Kate subtly taking over the late Queen's legacy, leaving Camilla behind? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more royal revelations.